All right, YouTube, I need some of you who know more about skincare than I do to watch my routine and let me know your thoughts, because I think I'm doing good stuff for my skin, but I don't have any real knowledge just beyond my own research. So let's get started and then we'll chat a little bit. So I start with this cleansing oil, this brand. Do a couple and I've taken a shower but didn't wash my face. I was in the shower and my face is dry right now. Rub this all in. Don't forget about your neck. I know that much. So, for context for all of this, first of all, if you can hear running water in the background, that's the bathroom sink. I live in the Pittsburgh area, which is relevant to my skincare routine and also the fact that it has been absolutely freezing for the past several days. So all the faucets in our house have been running for days so that we don't end up with a burst pipe. So anyway, I put that on, and then while my face is all oily, I use that lubrication to do this. I usually do 10 per area of my face, although I've completely lost track now because I can't count and talk at the same time. But anyway, I already said I live in the Pittsburgh area, so you know, mid-Atlantic climate. I am 34 years old. When I was in middle school, I started getting acne, like one does, you know. Mine wasn't like horrible, painful, cystic stuff, but I did have it pretty significantly. I would get a ton of like little pimples all over my forehead. It would look like I had a rash, but it was just acne. And then I'd get them along, like around my chin too. And so, you know, my mom took me to the dermatologist when I was in, I don't know, 7th grade or so. And they started me on the usual, just to see how your skin responds, of like salicylic acid face washes and topical creams and stuff like that. I had some friends take, oh gosh, what was that oral medication that everyone took back in the day? I can't remember what it's called now, but it like ate up your face. Oh my gosh, it made it peel like you had a massive sunburn. I never did that. But when I was in 10th grade, my dermatologist started me on a medication that my mom had been taking. She's got quite a different complexion from me. I take after my father's side of the family, very pale, combination skin. My mom's side is much more olive toned and a little bit more on the oily side. But she'd been taking, so even in her 50s, she was still getting acne. She'd been taking spironolactone, which is a blood pressure medication. However, in small doses, can clear your acne up. So they put me on like the lowest dose of that, and that worked super well for me. And I kept taking that for years. So I was like 16 when I started taking it. And then I only stopped taking it like almost 10 years later. And I only stopped because I was at 25 diagnosed with breast cancer and was going to be on all kinds of other crazy treatments. So I stopped taking that medication at that time. And then I just never really restarted because I didn't have to. My acne didn't come back. No issues arose. Although I guess the cancer thing is another good thing to mention, because in order to make sure my cancer doesn't come back, I have to take for 10 years hormone suppressants. So I have a approximately 7.5, 8 years in of when I started taking that. So even though I am numerically 34 years old, hormonally, my body thinks I've been in menopause for the past 7, 8 years. So that makes a difference as well, right? I don't put a lot of makeup on. I don't do a lot of that stuff. So, you know, not a lot of irritation gets on my skin. And I'm pretty good about wearing sunscreen, but I was a lifeguard for 8 years when I was a teenager and in my early 20s. So I got a lot of sun exposure for those summers. Okay, so we double cleanse. Same brand, foam cleanser. I like this stuff. It really foams up nicely. I only need like a tiny bit. And it makes my skin feel literally squeaky clean at the end. I've only recently done anything other than just like washing my face and putting on sunscreen as far as skincare goes, just because I'm starting to notice the lines a little more and the lack of elasticity, and I want to get ahead of that because I just do. So work that in there really good. First couple times I used this, I used way too much. I didn't realize how much it foamed up. Okay. Ooh, I'm red already. I turn red immediately with absolutely any kind of exertion, irritation, anything. My gym teacher in high school used to use me as an example for the rest of the class for who was working really hard, which, to be fair, I did. I loved gym class. I did work really hard. But I think my face made it look like I was working harder than I actually was, because I'd be beet red immediately. All right, so at this point, double cleanse, it's dry. All right, now, sometimes I would do, oh gosh, where is it? ADHD kicking in. Can we be as unhinged as that Hudson Williams skincare routine? No, nobody can do that. Okay, here we go. Some days I will use this at this point, but I did this yesterday, so I won't do this today because it's kind of intense for my skin. So at this point, I will go in with this serum. It's got retinol in it, and then all of this Riedel Shot series supposedly has some like way that it like punctures into your skin and helps all the rest of your skincare like sink in better. I don't know, that's what it says, and it feels all prickly when I put it on. So just 2 little pumps all over. It says on the bottle that this is supposed to be your first step. So, I mean, obviously not before you wash your face, so I'm doing it first. I can read instructions. Okay. Give that a sec. This storm, you guys, has been absolutely nuts. I mean, not as bad as some we've had a decade or so ago, but I've been working from home all week. I'm a teacher. We had a snow day on Monday, And then today and yesterday we were remote, and you know what? I think literally as I was saying that, an email just popped up. I'm pretty sure I'm remote again tomorrow. We'll look at that later. But yeah, it's been an interesting few days, especially because I got a brand new crop of students for the second semester halfway through last week. So I got to see them for like a short period for one day, because we had like an activity period as well. And then I was gone for a day or two for with some of my kids at a festival. I teach high school choir, so we go to competitions and things like that. So I have two classes with the kids I've seen for one day so far, and we're more than a week into the second semester. So interesting. All right, next, my toner. I actually right now in that bottle have these two combined in that little spray bottle. Do I know why I put them both in there? I don't know. This one is like a hydrating one. This one's a more cleansing one. I like what they both do, so I just shoved them both in here. So. Sometimes I'll take a cotton pad to this and like just kind of wipe it off. Sometimes I just let it air dry. Probably do the cotton pad today because it takes a while to air dry. I've been trying to get the pores on my nose to shrink up a little bit. That's been like the part of my skin that's always bothered me the most. For the most part, they're okay. I'm not sure my camera's gonna pick it up. No. But I've got a couple larger pores, and just in general, you can see them a lot. And I've got some sun damage along this side of my face. A little bit over here, but it's worse on this side. This is from lifeguarding, because the pool I worked for, 2 out of the 3 guard stations where we'd rotate through faced the same direction, and the sun would come like over the pool kind of this way at a diagonal, and so at some points during the day it would just be like beating on this side of my face, so this entire left side of my body would get more tan than the rest of my body. But and also like this is the side of your face that the sun hits when you're driving your car, you know, so like it's okay right now because it's winter, but in the summer I get some pretty dark spots right here all along this area and along my upper lip on this side, a little bit over here too. So I've been trying to work on that. All right, toner. Cool. Next. What do I do next? Oh yeah, sometimes I skip this, but we're gonna do it today. It's winter and it's dry. This vitamin A oil. I don't even like really use the dropper. I just take whatever's in there when I lift it up usually. I like to lean over the sink because I've gotten this on enough shirts that I then have to get an oil stain out of. That I find that annoying, so I just rub that in with my hands. Gosh, this does take longer when you're filming, my goodness. Normally this takes me way less time. Okay. Then, I don't know if this kind of collagen cream does much, but it feels nice. It's like cooling. And after the Riedel shot serum and the toner, it feels really nice too. Yep, I just got another email. We're definitely remote again tomorrow. Oh my God. Maybe someday I'll see my students again. It's not like we've got concerts to prepare for or anything. Oh, Oh well, we'll make do. Okay. Now that I'm nice and shiny, I'm nice and red. I'll let that sink in for a second. Sometimes I've got random stuff that I just put on. I got like some sample bags of Clinique from my aunt last year, and I use this eye cream sometimes. It does seem to help. My dad's side of the family that I take after physically more so have like all these really puffy under eye bags. My dad had them, my grandpa had them, my uncle has them. Way worse than mine, but this is a family trait for sure. This is like a de-puffing thing. I don't know. I won't rebuy this when it's gone. I had 2 of them. And then lately I've been using this lip scrub. I don't even know where it's from. It came in a basket I won at a bridal shower. Is there a brand? Oh, Bath & Body Works. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, duh, the whole basket was Bath & Body Works. This has been nice because again, it's been so dry. And I'm really good about drinking water when I'm at work. I'm terrible about drinking water when I'm at home. I don't know why. I just get into a different routine. My lips have been so dry. Okay. Face has had a chance to sit for a second. Then the last thing, if it were nighttime, I would get my CeraVe PM. I love my CeraVe. But it's, well, it's late afternoon, but who cares? I'm going to put on my daytime. I am going to go out briefly. So this one has some sunscreen in it. And then I used to use the CoverGirl tinted BB cream and mix them, but my grocery store stopped carrying that recently, so I went with this one, which is just a foundation. It's not a BB cream. I liked the BB cream because it wasn't like full-on makeup. It was like makeup and skincare, and it also, I think it also had its own SPF, so like I would do those together, but this has been working okay. So we'll do, this is a new bottle. Come on. All right, good. Do a couple good pumps of that. And then a little squirt of that, not much. And then we will mix. And boom, boom, boom. Don't forget your neck. All over. All right, and then that's that. I would let that sit for a minute or two. And then, well, for today, that's all I'm gonna do. If I were putting on any more makeup, I would let this sit for a couple minutes, and then I would do my eyebrows and some mascara at least. Sometimes I put on some eyeshadow, and then I like this setting spray from Ulta. It works really nice. And then that's my routine. So, yeah. People who are smart about skin, let me know what you think. Do you have other products you recommend? Do you have recommendations on how I can use these products in a different way or a different order? Yeah, let me know what you think. I will greatly appreciate any of your input. All right, be warm if you're in a cold place. I guess if you're in a hot place, stay cool. And yeah, see ya.